Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, f off.
Posties bean. See if you could tell me if you could see anything wrong with this package. Spot anything? That's right. There's a fucking open end. Thank you for my gift from Amazon. Yeah, what's that? Is that another Rubik's Cube? No, Frank boy, or people watching. This is a speed cube. It's just like a Rubik's Cube, but faster. Ah, shit hot Jag, I'll keep this for you. Incidentally, Jag, I think this might be for you. Right, anyway, look, it's got the whole algorithm there telling you what the moves are. Right, I'll keep that for you, man. I'll keep you aside, see if at least that helps you a wee bit better. Speed cube then, eh? Speed cube. There's only really, where's the other one? There's only one way to find out how speedy it is, and that's compare it to the other one. 2 seconds. They're roughly the same size, just a millimetre of height in it. And these are definitely stickers, so I could cheat. Whereas that's solid bits of plastic, but yeah, that's got a quite stiffness about it. Right, so it's definitely a lot faster. We'll give it that. It's got a good bit of flexibility in there, look at that. We'll worry about that later. I'm just going to need to play with it for a while to figure out its what do you call it? Fucking I've got a funny feeling. I've got a funny feeling this is going to pop. It's still got quite a lot of play in it, right? So if you were going to enter a competition for fastest solve and slam this on the deck and stop your timer, there's a highly huge chance, there's a big chance that this is going to land like that. And that, boys and girls, will fuck your solve up. You get points deducted for that shit, man. Eh? I learnt that the other day. If it's just slightly over, that's points deducted. If it's like that, it's point deducted. If it fucking lands and it's no quite, man, I swear to God, man, you might as well just slap yourself and go fucking home. Speed cubes, eh? What? I'm gonna break it. It's not as sturdy as a Rubik's Cube. Moving on to this one then. So, I got this, if this is exactly what I think it is, I got this as a gift for everybody's favourite Jag. Oh, no ways, it's got... What do you think of that, mate? What do you think of that? The one. I love it, I don't want to... Oh, yeah. I love the... I love that it's got its own wee box. Mate, this is brilliant. Right, come out. Look at that, mate. Here's a wee Rubik's Cube for you, one that you could solve yourself. It's a 1 by 1 by 1. Fucking genius. Grandad, get making these, because this is just a bit of 3D printed plastic with stickers on it, mate. That's all, and it said that in the description. I knew what I was buying. Right, so the guy charged £5 for the five quid for the cube, and then £2 for delivery. But you could tell there, look, he put a first class stamp on it. What was that? 80 pence at the most or something, man, eh? So he made himself an extra £1.20 profit just by posting that to me. I fucking love it. It's going back in its wee box. I'll put the white side forward actually. So Jag, if I give this to you before you see the video, mate, I'm putting the white side forward so you're like, what's that? And just looks like a white bit of packaging. I love it. The wee box is brilliant. That was worth the extra £2 delivery. Just the box alone. You didn't see the box on the actual the item being sold itself in, online. It was just the cube. Yeah, 10 points to the wee dude that made that. Fucking brilliant, man. While talking about buying things that make you happy, the wife wasn't happy with her jugs, so I got her new, bigger jugs. And I'm no joking you, I was genuinely surprised that they were a lot cheaper than I thought they were going to be. They're a lot bigger than a handful, I'll tell you that. She's impressed. She's got bigger jugs and she fucking loves it, mate. Oh, wait a minute, I'll show you them. Check them out, mate. Check them out. Bigger jugs. For biggerjugs.co.uk. I like looking at them. They're firmer than, like, normal ones. A lot firmer. Yeah. Jag says to say hello to you and give you a wee rubby-dub-dub, okay? He's wee rubby-dubs, wee rubby-dub-dubs, rubby-dubs. And he also says, have the last bite of my sausage roll. That's from Jag. I got a belly rub. You get belly rubs from Jag, don't you? You love a belly rub from Jag. He loves a wee belly rub. He loves a wee belly rub. Do I not do it right?
Now I'm a little bit older. I don't need your hand to take me round the corner. Talk to me like you're 20 years older than you.
Sweet.
Really.
Let's go clean this then before we burn on it and get rid of all the dust. I've already started setting up the thing, so I'm kind of going for that portrait burn. And I've lowered the rate of the burn, so it's not as deep and dark as the Jag Betty wee coaster thing, because that was quite deep and it like singed it a fair bit. And because I'm using soft wood on that ukulele, so I've kind of gone for that. Can you see that? It's kind of like just wee dots. Just wee dots. So let's see how the burner fucking deals with that. Sorry, it's not very lit over here. Just gonna get this centered. I hope this works. I fucking hope this works. I might need to put this cover. Oh, guys, no! Look at that, it's moving! What you doing, you dick? That's not the centre. That's not the centre. I don't understand why it's did that. I've just realised something as well. I'm doing it the wrong way around. That's why it started up there. Because I think it should be facing that way, but it's facing that way. You get me? Fuck it, man. The laser's doing its thing now. Should have put the thing in the front way. And that'll be why the front's got a wider opening so you can put things in. Dumbass. I feel so stupid. That's why he's looking at me like that. He's like, did you fuck up again, Frankie? You fucked up, did you? You fucked up. Hey, at least all you guys can learn from my mistakes. Don't do as I do, because I fuck up. Guess what? After all that effort, it's not even made a scratch on it, man. Like nothing. Right, take two then. I'm gonna stick it in the front. That's what she said. I've turned the laser power back up to 100. Put that back up to 20 milliseconds concentration time. It's concentration time. Just like what I did for the Jag Betty fucking the wee coaster thing. So it should now burn as good as that. That's the plan. Stop looking at me like that, you fucking... You can't it's gonna go wrong, does he? Prick. Come on, you can't. Stop looking into the middle of that, Franco. We'll check this when it's done then, kids. I don't know if the camera's picking this up. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to show you why. Right. For some weird reason, it's just carving a line. It's did it like a fucked up wee cartoon face using the pegs as eyeballs. I think what's happening here is the base plate was moving slightly wee bits at a time to compensate with the laser, right? That's moving and that's moving. Only this wasn't moving because it was heavy arsed on this end. So no matter what, this stayed in the same position and everything else moved. There's a laser burned portrait of George Formby. Looks dead like him, does it? Spit an image, mate. Spit an image. Man, I go cleaning windows. Right, I have my test piece back in there with my tiny... See that tiny wee mark there? That's a tiny wee Skynet logo. How awesome is that? There you go, finding your centre, yeah. That's definitely moving. Yeah, I think I caught that just in time, right? So, I need to chop the end of my ukulele off to squeeze it into there. I suppose it does, because the laser does only move left and right. And it's this that moves up and down. So between the two of them, they do the whole thing. There's no mechanisms on there for the laser to go any other way than left and right. Yeah, so the top of George Formby's head's definitely on there. The top of his forehead is as well. So we'll come back to this soon then. Hells to the yes. What am I doing wrong? I never can't. Ah, that's clearly stopped moving. Look, see how it's got a dark red, a dark black. Put there at an angle, and so when it clearly got to this spot, and it was beaten. It was. Oh, these things. Why are these things so close together? Why didn't I not make them wider? So you could fit something in there and not have to worry about the edges touching it. But still, yeah, there's a very nice top of George Formby's forehead there, isn't it? Look at the shading on there. Like, it did a good job until it stopped. Jag turned out perfect, man. I'm going to need to rethink. Like, clearly everything that has to go in there now has to fit within that square and that square only. Nearly.
Is it recording? Yeah.
It's recording. Right, what are you showing me?
My American Doll truck I got for my birthday. There's some seats for the passengers to sit in, and also
It's
there's,
for the customers.
yeah, and there's ice laws.
Ice lols. Did you just say ice lols? Like, game over.